I'm going to be low-key sad if Reese doesn't show up. We've gotten spoiled. We've gotten 2 chapters.
We've gotten so much Reese.
And so now I'm like, if we don't... but it is. It's one of those things like, leave you wanting more. Maybe that's his plan. That's his play, you know, because we're just getting him in little... I mean, throughout the book, we've only seen him in like 4 chapters where he's like interacted.
Well, boy, are you going to be happy.
I'm already pretty happy. It's going... the task wasn't great, but in between, like at first I was like, oh, we got a bone sticking out of her hand. This is terrible. But it made him show up. I mean, love is pain, you know? It might have paid off for us. We got that tattoo and that deal. Okay, the tattoo means something. She's like, I cursed at it, and she said one time when I was dozing off, I could have swore it blinked. I bet it did. I bet he's watching us. I mean, he's got nothing else to do there, so he's probably just sitting. Is it like a nanny cam? You know what I mean? And he's like, we can see what we're up to. He's bored. He's like probably 1,000 years old, Melissa. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Somebody just came in. Okay, and it looks like it's people that resent because they can do the shadow thing too. It says they could have been mutes for all they said as they pressed close to my body and we physically stepped through the closed door. Oh, they're bringing her. Where are we going? Okay. My knees buckled at the sensation like spiders crawling down my spine and my arms as we walked through the dark, shrieking dungeons. None of the guards, they made her invisible. They didn't even look in our direction. We were glamored then. No more flickering darkness. This is why they're like, I feel like Reese and Feyre. So 2 people just showed up, and they're clearly from Reese's court, and they are covered in shadows, and they've made her invisible and pushing her through. What was it that Reese, when he has watched us, his eyes lit up because we made ourselves invisible? A tactic that he uses in his court, we used. We did the same thing that one of his abilities is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like, but again, she's using something that they would do in the night court.
Okay.
That's where we're supposed to be. Okay, the fairies brought me. Where are we going though? Stare at me naked. Well, okay. Bathe me roughly, and then they began to paint my body. Their brushes were unbearably cold and ticklish. From the neck up, I was regal, my face adorned with cosmetics. Oh, they like fixed her up. A small gold diadem embedded with, I don't know what's lapis lazuli.
Oh, no.
I feel like maybe it's important. So from the neck up, we're beautiful, and then from the neck down, there's not much to the imagination, it seems. They continued the pattern of tattoo. See, they're working tattoos too on my arm, and once the blue-black paint had dried, they placed on me a gauzy white dress. What's going on? Yeah, Melissa, why are we dressed like this? We're dressing like we just visited Victoria's Secret with paint, and this is part of the task. What's about to happen? The cold breeze caressing my bare skin was enough to kindle my rage. The 2 high fae ignored my demands to be clothed in something else because we're not in clothes, we're in paint. She is fond of paint, I mean, but not like this. I wouldn't do that. He's back. He's back. But now I'm concerned. He's got us dressed in paint.
You have some questions?
I got some questions. He's been leaning against the wall, his arms crossed. Was he there for the whole painting? Or did he just show up? These are important questions. I should have known it was his doing. Should have known from the matching designs, although our bargain hasn't started yet. It's utterly failed me when Rhys-Anne was here because she's more comfortable with him. But I need an escort for the party. His violet eyes glittered with stars. You look just as I hoped you would. I'm telling you, I think he's playing a game. This seems very similar to that line when Tamlin kissed her eyes and she fell asleep and heard a whisper, and there was shadows, and heard a whisper that was like, "You're everything I dreamed you would be too." And then he says, "You're just as you look just as I hoped you would." That feels like him. That feels like he's been talking to us. And I think that's why, because when Tamlin kissed us, we had fairy hearing for a little bit, so we could hear things we weren't supposed to hear. So if he's the shadow in our dreams and he's been talking, this is matching.
I think you're hearing things.
I am.
I'm concerned.
She seems more worried about this. I feel like, I mean, things could be worse.
That's true.
The goblin. Okay.
Don't put that into existence then.
What? That's true, because we're at 81%. It's heating up. Anyone? It's to protect us. He's got us in paint because we'll know if somebody touches us. He approached and I braced myself as I ran along my shoulder, smearing the paint. As soon as his finger left my skin, the paint fixed itself, returning to the design of its original form. The dress itself won't mar, and neither will your movements, he said. His teeth were far too near my throat, and I'll remember precisely where my hands have been. I don't know. Now things are moving a little too fast. We gotta slow down. I thought we were gonna do a date. Maybe they got a cheesecake factory out in the night court. I thought we were going to go a little bit slower. Okay. But if anyone else touches you, let's just say a certain High Lord who enjoys springtime, I'll know. So it's a way to keep hands off. I approve. He flicked his nose. And Feyre? He said, I don't like my belongings tampered with. Ice wrapped around my stomach. He owned me for a week every month. Apparently that extended to the rest of my life too. He says, we're already late.
Confliction?
No.
Approval?
Approval. Like Feyre's got this hesitation because it's just like, he's so smart. He's like, I'll put this on you. Yes, this is maybe a little less than we would usually wear, but it's also protection from everybody else because he's like, don't touch her. And why is he protecting us? Why is he helping us clean the lentils? Why did he fix our arm?
I don't know.
Why did he do that thing to Claire? Still a little sad about that. But
like, how sad?
I mean, we've been there a month. I'm starting to Claire who? No, I'm kidding. I do feel like there's more to that. And so, and again, he's got, I just want to know, I want him to break down and talk to us because I feel like that conversation, we haven't really seen him lose his cool once. The only time we've seen him lose his cool, and that's when you lose your cool is when you start to say too much. And he lost his cool with Tamlin and basically kind of said, like, I've got my reasons. And like, they kind of went out, he kind of exposed too much when he was angry. Not that I want to see him angry again, but he kind of gives a little bit more. He's very filtered. But what he says and what he does, he has reasons. And I'm like, and I want to know. I don't feel like Amarantha's going to like this either. I lifted my chin the weight of the gun. I'd beaten her first test. So we're going to, he's taking us to a party now. Tamlin was seated beside her. Merry Midsummer, Rhys said, bowing to Amarantha. She wore a rich gown of lavender. Surprisingly, I was a savage before. What have you done with she's not going to like this. Because now Rhys is supposed to be with Amarantha, and he's bringing in. I can't imagine you're dating somebody, and then you walk in with a girl just wearing paint. You got some explaining to do. What have you done with my captive? But her smile didn't reach her eyes. She doesn't like it. Tamlin's face was like stone, save for the white knuckle grip on the arms of the throne. I will say, I really don't like that. The only time we're getting emotion from him is when another suitor has joined. When someone threw their hat in, and he's like, oh, I don't like that. I like to be your only option. No claws, but he was able to keep his temper at bay at least. That's new. I'd done such a foolish thing in binding myself to Rhys-Anne with wings and talons lurking beneath that beautiful, flawless surface. Okay, Rhys, I did it for you. I wanted to shout. We made a bargain. Oh, he's going to tell Tamlin. He's going to lose it. This is what I want. We made a bargain. I flinched at the brush stray lock of hair on my face. He ran his fingers down my cheek, a gentle caress. The throne room was all too quiet. 1 week with me at the night court every month in exchange for healing services after her first test. He raised my left arm to reveal a tattoo whose ink didn't shine as much as the paint. for the rest of her life. Yeah, casually. The Fairy Queen. I feel like that's bold. Like, I know we want to get Tamlin back, but he's saying this to Amarantha, like, I healed this girl, and she's going to come live with me every week. And Amarantha says, I can't imagine her being like, yeah, it's cool. You do you. And even Jurian's eyes like, whoop! He was just hanging out, looking around, and he's like, he's found something to watch. You know when Jurian's eye starts moving? When he's watching, things are going to get real. Even Jurian's eye is fixed on me now for the rest of my life. He said it as if it were going to be a long, long while. He thought I was going to beat her task. I stared at his profile, at his elegant nose, games. Recently, I like to play games, and it seemed I was now a key player in whatever it was. Enjoy my party was Amarantha's only reply as she toyed with a bone at the end of her necklace. Her and these body parts. I don't know about that.
You're not about it.
I don't know. She's kind of creeping me out with all this. And I will say that's the only bad thing. Tamlin's got to, like, I guess, sit next to her all the time while she, like, plays with Julian's bone and his eye, whatever other piece she's got of him hanging around. Alice did tell. I will say, it was like whatever Alice told us, we immediately were like doing all that. We're gonna make deals. He's like, you want some wine? I'm like, we're already not listening to Alice. Drink, you'll need it. Drink, my mind echoed. Yeah, Alice said not to drink the wine here. Wine was different from the joyous, freeing solstice wine. No, I said, and some of the fairies who are watching this from a safe distance chuckled. Drink, he said, and my traitor's fingers latched onto the goblet. Did he control us? Okay, we definitely drank because we just had a time jump and we just awoken in our cell.
Oh boy.
What did we do? What? I got a lot of questions.
You're not going to get a lot of answers.
Do we just drink and... Lucian! It's freezing down here. Okay. At least, like, friends are coming to visit us. Look at all this, he said, staring at the paint on me. Thankfully, it was all intact, save for a few places on my... So he didn't do anything. Basically, the paint's all intact. What happened? I got out. My memory was a dark blur of wild music. I don't think you want to know. Who did this to me? Who do you think? Did Tamlin see it? But what did he see? Hang on. Reese was only doing it to get a rise out of him. Did it work? It still couldn't. No. What was I doing the whole time? He had us dancing? When you weren't dancing, you were sitting on his lap. So basically, he painted her and gave her fairy wine, and she basically became Magic Mike all night. And then she wakes up in a cell. What kind of dancing? Oh, you don't want to know, favorite. What is she out there doing? Not the kind you were doing with Tamlin on Solstice, Lucian said. Oh, she can kind of recall. And I recalled the closeness of a certain pair of violet eyes that sparkled with mischief as they beheld me. So she remembers something in front of everybody. Lucia's like, yeah, even my mom saw. She won't be visiting here again. What were you thinking? Didn't you know I'd come as soon as I could? Yeah, she wouldn't have made it. Well, it's been days. When you got a bone sticking out of you, I'm like, when was Lucian going to come down there? She was like, I was dying. I had a fever. Oh, she even called him out. And you also told me you were hesitant with the Naga. I mean, touche. He did hesitate. He almost didn't help us. He said, I swore an oath to Tamlin. What's his oath, though? I had no other choice. You think I'm going to trust you after everything you said to me at that manor? I risked my neck for you during your task. Was that not enough? I mean, to be fair, Lucian is from the Spring Court. He's top tier. I do feel like he hasn't...
You give Lucian a pass.
I'd give him a pass. I'd give Alice a pass because I just feel like she was just cranky. But they both still helped us. And Lucian is even the type where, like, he led us to the cereal. Like, he was helping us as much as he could. I feel like he wanted
There was like understanding and respect.
There was understanding, respect, and I can tell Tamlin kind of didn't give us free will. He thought he knew what's better for us, and I think Lucian trusted us enough to be like, "No, Tamlin, give her a chance." Like he was trying to pull Tamlin off of this like kind of like power trip kind of thing.
Sure.
So I appreciate him. I liked him. I also feel like too the fact that she gave her name shows that she does love Lucian, like even just as a friend. And Lucian's mom was like, "I respect that. Like you're human. You saw your old buddy Claire up there, and you still did that for him." So Lucian, I like him. He's one of my favorites. Even he says it. I risked my neck for you during your task. Was that not enough? You offered up your name for me after all that I said to you. He's got big respect for her. Like, even all the stuff I did, you still offered your name for me. Didn't you realize I would help you after that? Oath or no oath? Oh, yeah. As long as we can stay alive, he's our buddy, for sure. I had no other choice, I said. Don't you understand what Reese is? No, but we got a week every month to figure it out. That was the plan. Now we know. Don't use it. Okay.
You're about to bargain up for more.
I'm like, I need to get hurt again. We need more time. It does feel like Fairy Bachelorette, where like, you know how they would use that pass to get like private time, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, can I steal you away for a second? That's what Reese just did. He just dropped his card. Just a week of my life every month. Yes, well, we'll see about that when the time comes. Oh, don't you spoil this for Lucian. I should go. The rotation is about to shift. I love Lucian. He walked to the door, and for the first time, I noticed how stiffly he moved. It's why. Oh, Melissa, Lucian wanted to get to us. He's like, "Didn't you know I'd come to you?" And he was walking stiff, and he's like, "It's why I couldn't come sooner. It's because Tamlin had to give him those lashings." I actually think if Lucian could have got to us sooner, he would have. I think he was trying to heal to get down to us. She used our powers to keep my back from healing. I haven't been able to move until today. Oh, I feel bad for Lucian. I mean, the spell Amaranth that has him. There's no spell. There's no spell in Tamlin. Hasn't it occurred to you that Tamlin is keeping quiet to avoid telling Amaranth which form of your torment affects him the most? He's playing a dangerous game, though. We all are. Man, everybody's trying to work against Amaranth. The next night, I was again washed, painted, and brought to them this. So are we doing this? Are they partying every night now? Not a ball this time, just some sort of evening entertainment, which it turned out was me. After I drank the wine, though, night after night, I was Oh. To be fair, he's only touching our waist and our arms, but somehow never more than that. He had me dance until I was sick, and once I was done retching, told me to begin dancing again. Is it fairy wine she's drinking? I mean, part of me is like, is this an act of mercy too? Because remember what we learned about fairy wine is it speeds up time.
Yeah.
And you won't remember. Maybe he's just trying to get her through this. I mean, I feel like the dancing is maybe could he have just dropped off like a box fairy wine at our cell instead of having us dance, but whatever we got to do. But I'm like, this is okay. I'm like, when is the next task coming? I woke okay, hang on. So your second trial is tomorrow night, he said neutrally. Aren't you going to beg me to give you a night with your beloved? Why would he do that? I'll have that night and all the ones after it when I beat her final task. He shrugged. Ooh. He's calling Tamlin out. He said, I wonder if you were this prickly with Tamlin when you were his captive. Because we were. He never treated me like a captive or a slave. Your court fell too. Oh, we struck a nerve. Sadness flickered in those violet eyes. I wouldn't have noticed had I not felt it. Melissa. She felt it. I wouldn't have noticed it if I wouldn't have felt it deep inside me. Remember the shadows? We're feeling his emotions. Am I gonna get what I want? Have we found a mate? I feel like when you're feeling their emotions, that's next level stuff. My gaze drifted to the eye etched in my palm. What manner of tattoo exactly had he given me? But instead, I asked, when you were roaming freely on Fire Night at the rite, you said it cost you. Were you one of the High Lords? Okay. In exchange for not being forced to live down here. Whatever sadness in his eyes vanished. Only cold, glittering calm remained. He broke for a second. We got to see it. I could have sworn a shadow of mighty wings stained the wall behind him. What I do or have done for my court is none of your concern. Okay, we struck an. I need to know more. We felt something. There was real emotion there. Mm-hmm. Whatever sadness had been in his eyes vanished. She's and she doesn't mind overstepping. There is a level of comfort with him. What do you want with me beyond taunting Tamlin? Taunting him is my greatest pleasure. And as for your question, why does any male need a reason to enjoy the presence of a female? You saved my life. Okay. And through your life, I saved Tamlin's. Why? He winked. Something in this movement. That favorite is the real question, isn't it? Everyone's playing checkers, Melissa. My guy's playing chess. What?
You think so?
I think so. Because there's a reason he's doing, he's moving the pieces. Because everyone has like sworn allegiance to Amarantha. He's moving the board around.
Mm-hmm.
With that, I mean, you finish the series. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I opened my mouth, not too proud to ask Rhys not to leave me alone with him. He put a hand on my back and nudged me along. What's that?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the line.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is what did this surreal say?
Surreal?
So what did the surreal say? What did you remember?
Stay with the High Lord.
Didn't it say was it stay with the High Lord or stay close to the High Lord?
Stay with the High Lord.
Stay with the High Lord. And he says just stay close and keep your mouth shut. He's giving the same advice. Melissa. The surreal, it's tapestry. It's beautiful. I think this is it. This is our guy. He's telling her the same thing. Tamlin didn't say to stay close. He sent us back in the carriage. Oh my. Okay. I'm going to highlight it. I don't know if that's true, but just stay close. Don't worry. Someone already told us to. Oh, I'm so pleased. Okay, he murmured in my ear as he led me. Oh, and he murmured in our ear. That was that line. When the other line that she had where I think she was dreaming, it was a whisper in her ear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I just want it too bad. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. But let me reach, Melissa.
You reach for the stars.
Let me reach for the stars. Okay, the crowd
is there.
He's there. He looked at me, a silent command to stay at the edge of the crowd. I obeyed, and when I lifted my attention to Hamlet, waiting for him to just look at me, he did not. The summer lordling, she said, tried to escape through the exit to the spring courtland. Where was he going to go? What was he thinking? He wet himself at the sight of Rhys. He wanted to escape to the spring court, cross the wall, and flee south into human territory. He had no accomplices, no motive beyond his own pathetic. And this is what I love, is Amarantha can't read minds. So we know that now because she needs Rhys to do it for her. And who knows if this is even true. He can make up whatever he wants and she won't know. He jerked his chin towards the book. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw the Summer Lord sag a bit, enough to make me wonder what sort of choice Rhys had made in that moment, had taken to search. And the older eyes shatter him, saying, you may do what you want with the body afterwards. The High Lord is going about as if he'd been given a gift and looked. Rhys lied. He lied for him. That's why he bowed, because whatever he found, Rhys made up something to protect whoever this was. And I looked at the subject who had gone still and calm on the floor. Whatever he was doing, Rhys, it looks bad. It does look bad. But I feel like because he bowed at Rhys like as almost a thank you. It was mercy. Okay, the male fairy was relieved. Keyword, okay, relieved. I said shatter his mind, not his brain. He did it on purpose. I feel like he had a reason. I think he's playing this bad guy role because he has to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like he's the only person that can mind read. He can actually really control more than, like, because she needs him for that. Resand it in danger. I wondered whether or not anyone but he and the High Lord of the Summer Court knew that the killing had been a mercy. He handed me a goblet and down one alongside. It affected him. He was drinking too. He didn't say anything before the wine swept me into oblivion. You know what I want? I want a Resand POV. You know how, like, occasionally in the books you get POV? That's because he's going in everybody else's mind. I want to know what he's thinking.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Our second task arrived. It's stressful. I know we got to put Amarantha down, but it doesn't feel like anybody can do it. And at this point we're just drinking and doing tasks.
Well, you're having fun though.
I'm sure. I feel like I'm pitting. I'm sweating, Melissa. This is like.
You just touch your blood pressure.
I do. Maybe I need a little fairy wine.
In the ER.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "This book."
Yeah. I'm reading about the task.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's very common. People in here opted for that."
To be honest, there's a book club in our ER. I'm pretty sure they read this. I think they would understand.
They'd probably be excited to see you.
Yeah. No, because if they know what we're going through right now,
we know where you're at now.
We know what you're experiencing.
All right, time for bed.